What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link is in the link also. They asked me to put it up. I put it up. But this video is entitled Self-Improvement is a Full-Time Job. Before I get to that, look at what I got. Look at that right there. Who is that? Is that Uncle Ron Wills in this joint? Is that what that is? Now, self-improvement is a full-time job because a lot of times we have goals and we get satisfied, right? And those are outside goals, but to be your best self, to be anything past, to achieve any goal, you're going to have to improve yourself to be the type of person that it takes to execute to achieve that goal. So as long as you give yourself goals, you're going to be working on self-improvement, which, as long as you give yourself goals, will make self-improvement a full-time job. And what I mean by that is you might want to be great at various things. So to do that, you're going to have to allocate time to perfect whatever craft that you are trying to perfect to meet those goals. And they might be goals that are in two completely different aspects of life. So they're two completely different skill sets or multiple completely different skill sets. So along the way, if you want to be great, you're going to have to, take it as a full-time job. You're going to have to take your, you have to take your health as a full-time job. It's a lifestyle because now you have to be healthy enough to execute those goals. So you have to master your health, and which is a full-time job, right? As long as to self-improve. You're going to have to study and be humble enough to ask questions and learn, and humble enough to pick yourself up off the ground when you get knocked down, or if you inadvertently fall down, But that self-improvement is going to be a full-time job because you have to be in a position, first and foremost, to start to complete your goal. It's not going to just happen. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. And this is the part about self-improvement being a full-time job, because you're going to have to mentally prepare yourself for the ups and downs of self-improvement. Because some days you're going to feel on top of the world. And some days you're going to feel like you're wasting your time and you should quit. But ultimately, it's a full-time job that you have to commit to, because at the end of the day, what's going on with most of us that we're not talking about is pretty much a lot of us are taking breaks from self-improvement, because sometimes, you may get bored in achieving your goals. So sometimes you may have a passion, and your passion never dies, but your goals may change upon, once you achieve them. It might have been like a bucket list goal. So once you achieve that goal, you scratch that off the list because it's really not your passion, right? But to achieve that goal, you had to put in a certain amount of work. And for anybody who has a passion or who has a passion or who's had a passion, you all in, like you're heavily invested. You dive in, head first into it. And what winds up happening is, if you want to be great at it, you begin to study who was great at it and the aspects of things that are and aspects that are similar to your abilities. So now you have these situations where, okay, I can take a piece from this person, that person, this person. I have my own little thing that nobody else understands and was given but me. And you start building on yourself. And in that building, you begin to find little nuances in your craft that normal people without this passion or without this craft, it would be quirky too, but people who are involved in your same type of passion, they have their own secrets of the trade also, because it's a full-time job. And what I mean by that is this: because you're trying to self-improve, and what you realize is you start to get competitive with your improvement, because part of you, if you have a competitive nature, you want to be the best. So if you want to be the best, what you wind up doing is your competitive juices flow when okay, I need to be working because I know the other people who want to be the best are working. Or if they're not, if one of them sleeping, two of them working, or if I went on vacation, I know I know if they were on vacation, they would do X, Y, and Z. So this self-improvement is a full-time job, because there are no days off for self-improvement. There are days off from work. There are days off in a career. But as long as you got breath in your body and you want to be more than what you are, more tomorrow than what you are today, self-improvement is a full-time job. Your mind is going to consistently work. Your mind is going to constantly contemplate and plan and create, and your thoughts going to manifest that you're gonna affirm yourself to be something more than what you are. Not something more than what you are sounds kind of like you're beneath, but I don't mean it that way. I mean to be at a better space. Because what winds up happening is people won't see your vision, and you don't have to worry about that. But you're gonna constantly push yourself. I could do more. I could be better. I could be more efficient. I could make less mistakes. I could look at it from different angles and attack this in multifaceted situation, because when it's time to improve, you can always make improvements. Always. And that's why I say it's a full-time job, because even if something is working to the max, that doesn't mean nothing is ever perfect. So it can always be improved on, and the times always change, and they're new. And if you notice in life, there are always little new advancement and improvements in life. So when life improves, it gives you room to improve. So self-improvement is a full-time job, and plus you got to take into consideration self-evaluation, because if you want to improve, you got to evaluate your past, your past successes or failures. You know, you have to test yourself through different aspects. You know, and that's the thing. Like, we're always in a constant state of growth. We constantly evolve. We get a day older every day. Those days add up. So when you're making the most out of those days, you improve exponentially. When you're making the least out of those days, you know, you're gonna have a problem. So just, you know, this topic is very simple. You know, self-improvement is a full-time job, you know. And if you really want to be your best, don't take no time off, you know. Well, you know, you're going to need rest, like sleep. We're all human beings, but that's part of your full-time job. You know, you need to get enough rest to be able to produce at your maximum capacity. So we out. Peace.